going on, guys? Today I'm going to be going over the New York Giants 2015 draft class. Overall, this was a good draft, solid draft. There are a whole bunch of teams that actually did well. Like I'll put some names out there. Like Tampa Bay did pretty good. I like what Jacksonville did. The Titans actually did pretty good. The Jets actually did pretty good too. Their first two picks were Leonard Williams and Devin Smith. So a lot of teams actually did very well in the draft, and that may have an impact on how good they do in the 2015 season. So the Jets, pretty scary. They have a whole bunch of weapons, defense and offense, but that's something we'll get to later. We're going to go over the New York Giants draft class. Let's start off with the first round. The first round, we drafted Ereck Flowers, offensive tackle out of Miami. I think he was a number 9th overall. I think he was a huge stretch. I don't think he was worth a number 9 pick, being that, I mean, he deserves to be in the first round. I was projecting him to go to, I think it was San Diego. I was projecting to go there. So, I don't really know. He has the nastiness. He has that ferocity and stuff like that. Like on the line, he will bully you. He bullied Randy Gregory, and coaches actually got him on the other side when they were going against each other. I don't know when that was actually, but I was hearing about it, but I didn't really go into it. But Ereck Flowers, not really much of a number 9 pick. I kind of thought we could trade down for him, actually get some more picks. Maybe another second round pick or another third round pick would actually be good. But number 9, it was kind of stretching. There was talk about the St. Louis Rams taking Ereck Flowers. I don't know if that was true, but for the most part, I kind of don't think it was true. I still think we could have traded down. But Ereck Flowers, definitely going to have a huge impact on the team. His downside is, like I said, his benefits, like to having him. He's very nasty. He's a physical player. He will bully you, but he has a few downsides. His technique isn't, I guess, orthodox. People have said that he had trouble staying on blocks, and sometimes, he loses his blocks a lot. So his technique, he needs to work on his technique. But thank God it's coachable. So I think Ereck Flowers, they're going to put him in at right tackle. That's what I'm hearing from Giants media, that they are suggesting that they put Ereck Flowers at right tackle, and since Justin Pugh was at right tackle previously, they'll put him at left guard, and since Jeff Schwartz was on left guard before, they'll put him at right guard because he was better at right guard at Kansas City. So from left to right here, the offensive line, it will be Will Beatty, then it will be Justin Pugh, then it will be Weston Richburg as our center, then at right guard it will be Jeff Schwartz, and then at right tackle will be Ereck Flowers. So I think that's a solid offensive line. It's not the best, but it's going to open up some holes for us to, run and stuff like that. So our next pick, we traded up for this one. I really, really love this pick. We traded up from the 40th pick to the 33rd, so the first pick in the second round. Traded with the Tennessee Titans to get Landon Collins, safety out of Alabama. He is the top-rated safety on the board. He wasn't the first safety. Demarius Moore actually went. I'm not sure where he went, though. Not sure where he went. But I'll go, that doesn't really matter right now. But Landon Collins, I actually wanted him. I didn't think we were going to get him because he was a late-round prospect, and we didn't have a pick in the late round. But we got him in the second round with the first pick in the second round. And I am really happy. I have high hopes. We need a safety. The only safeties that we have are Cooper Taylor and Nat Burhay, who are both strong safeties. And then we signed Josh Gordy, who's a cornerback, that we're going to transfer to safety. So far we don't have a free safety. They're saying that he could play the free safety role, and people say that it doesn't really matter about free safety and strong safety, just put a safety. I don't really like that. Free safeties need to be fast. They need to be, kind of slim so they can, be versatile and stuff like that. And they need to be, to me, they need to be able to jump and catch the ball and do all that stuff, keep up with the receivers and stuff like that, because they're supposed to go line to line. I project Landon Collins to be a strong safety. He's big in stature. He plays the run very well, and that's what strong safeties do. You could put him in the box. He kind of plays that linebacker role like a strong safety does. So I don't know what they're going to do. They're talking about putting him at the free safety position. I'm all for it. I don't really care. We only have 3 safeties on our roster right now, so put Landon Collins wherever you need to, as long as it works. I don't care. So yeah, Landon Collins, great pick right there. The third round pick was an absolute steal. People were talking about him going in the first round in the beginning of mock drafts and stuff like that, and then he kind of went down into the second round. But we got him in the 3rd round, and that is Owa Odighizuwa. I've been practicing like for days to say that name, Owa Odighizuwa. He likes to be called Owa, so that's that. He is a solid run defender. He needs to work on his pass rush, but people were talking about him as another nasty prospect. He's very physical on that line, and he will bully you. So I believe that he'll be able to get to that quarterback. That all I'm asking for, honestly, is to stop the run. We have Jason Pierre-Paul. We have on the opposite end, and then we have Jonathan Hankins and whoever our other defensive tackle is going to be. But Jonathan Hankins gets to the quarterback too. The guy had 7 sacks last year, so I'm not worried so much about the pass rush. I'm more worried about stopping the run, because that's where we really messed up on for the past few years, stopping the run. So I really like Owa to be a solid run stuffer and occasionally get to the quarterback. We'll see. We have 6 defensive ends on our roster, so we'll see how that turns out. I really want him to start. He'll probably take rotations between Demontre Moore and Robert Ayers. We have George Selvey as well. I don't know if he's even going to make the team, but yeah. Okay, we don't have a 4th round pick because that's what we traded. That's what we traded to get Landon Collins. So we'll go right on to the 5th round pick. That is Mykkhele Thompson, free safety out of Texas. This was actually kind of surprising. People were talking about him not even being drafted, and the fact that he was drafted in the 5th round, where it's kind of on the borderline of depth material to starting material. I kind of think we could have even got him in the 7th round even. But, I mean, if the Giants saw him high on their draft board, that's what they need him to do. They were talking about him putting him in special teams, having him being a great asset in special teams. I'm all for that. I'm all for, as well, bringing in another safety. So, I like this pick. I could have thought, there were higher rated safeties on the board, but I don't really know why we went with Mykkhele. But I'm all for how well he does in rookie training camp and stuff like that, which is on Friday and Saturday, so it's right around the corner. Recording this the same day this gets put out. So, in the 6th round, we've got Geremy Davis, wide receiver out of UConn. I don't really like this pick at all. I know why we got him. It's kind of obvious, being that what Geremy Davis wanted to be when he got drafted. He wants to play special teams. He wants to be a gunner, and I can see why the Giants drafted him, being that he's also a good gunner. If you guys didn't know, we signed wide receiver Dwayne Harris, who also is a really good gunner. So we have 2 great gunners on either side of on punts. We can get to the returners very quickly, and make tackles and hopefully improve on our special teams play, because that's also what we struggled on. So I can see why we got Geremy Davis. He is going to make the roster for the special teams. Who knows if he'll be high on the depth chart for receiver? I don't know. So I mean, we have a lot of wide receivers, so I don't really know why we need him in the wide receiver depth chart. I'll be fine with him putting him on special teams, but he's also a person that wasn't even like people didn't even have him drafted on their board. So I don't really know about this pick. We could have signed him in free agency, but that's that. 7th round pick. I don't really know much about him. I tried doing more research on him. I can't find much. This 7th round pick, Bobby Hart, offensive tackle, who will probably be a guard. People were saying that he should use better as a guard. So, you know, he played in college as a tackle, and now he's going to be put at guard. He's from Florida State, so he's protecting Jameis Winston along with Cameron Irving, who's playing center. So, Bobby Hart, he's probably going to make the team, being that he just got drafted. So, I don't really think he'll get much playing time. Maybe in the preseason we'll see how he does. People say he's a solid guard. He'll be pretty good at guard, but I'm not really looking forward for a 7th round pick to be a starter. So that's not my mindset. My mindset is that he's going to fill in a depth kind of role. If they need him, put him in. He's there to fill in the role, substitute, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm not really looking for him to be a starter. Neither Geremy Davis, but Mykkhele Thompson. I have no other option but to hope for him doing good and being a starter, being that we have a slim depth chart in safety, free safety. We have no free safeties. We have 2 strong safeties. So, because we haven't specified what Josh Gordy is yet, or Landon Collins, or Mykkhele Thompson. So, that was the 2015 NFL draft class for the New York Giants. Let me know what you guys think. Overall, I give this team a B for what they did. People are giving them an A. It's kind of generous. I like it, but I would give them an A if they had better picks in the 5th, 6th, and 7th round. The reason why I'm giving them a B because they had amazing picks in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd round. Being that it was basically a steal for Landon Collins, and it was a steal for Owa Odighizuwa in the 3rd round. So I give them a solid B+. There, B+. Thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you think down below. I still think this team has a lot of holes to fill. I don't think the bottom half of the draft classes really make a huge impact, but I look forward to them making some impact. So, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later.